What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Welcome to the channel where you subscribe to get daily updates on Bitcoin and Litecoin every single day. I do want to remind you guys there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's totally free. Awesome community, great people. And I want to remind you also to make sure you give it a giant thumbs up. Leave your comment down below and that gets you entered to win a free t-shirt. I do the random comment pick on Sunday's video and you'll have 24 hours to claim it. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? As always, I want to remind you I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, trading advice, or investment advice. Disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Make sure you read it. And always remember this is my opinion, not yours. All right, so let's take a look at the news headlines. Bitcoin has 5 technical and fundamental elements for a Bitcoin ain't what it used to be. Pioneer Investor says Bitcoin has lost steam, but criminals still love it. Do or die for Bitcoin. Bitcoin eyes best January close for. So it's mixed news in the headlines. Let's look at crypto fear and greed index. We're at 57, same as yesterday, still in the greedy. So a lot of people are thinking that we are going to correct from here. We'll take a look at that, see what I'm seeing. Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance. The total longs versus shorts is 65.77% longs, 34.23% shorts. So we do have more longs than shorts, but Bitfinex is still crazy high. And let's take a look at the monthly chart. So I'm still watching this 91, 99, 9200. If our monthly closes above that, pretty damn bullish, guys. But always remember, even if we do come up from here, we can always come back down for a correction. Let's look at the weekly. So the weekly, if you are wondering what this is here, you can go back my previous videos and I'll explain it all. But I don't want to waste everybody's time and go over that again. But it does look like we could come up to the 0.5 retracement of this move here. And that's going to be around the 10,050, right in that area. So keep that in mind. If you guys haven't seen on the weekly, this is what I've been keeping an eye on. This red line here, support and resistance line on the weekly RSI. There's no data on Coinbase from back here, but we did capitulate back under it in 2013. Popped back above it in 2015, came back down, tested for support, and that was where we continued our bull run of 2017. 2018 bear market, popped below it, popped back above it, tested for support, boom. Let's look at the daily. All right, so on the daily, still looking bullish. All the EMAs have crossed. The 55 is looking across the 200 on the daily. That may happen today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, but that's going to be pretty damn bullish, guys, if you ask me. Also, let's just do a measured move of this wedge. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that I really don't count on this wedge. My pattern was, that goes all the way up to the 12.6. If you watch my video back here, you'll know that I'm not looking for the 12.6. I'm looking for the 11.1 as a possibility of this whole move, which is a golden retracement. But let's look at the RSI. Always remember, guys, I still have this down here. The 0.786 retracement is around 5,400. That is the worst case scenario, in my opinion. Also, I've been watching this for possible, and mind you, it's still speculation because it's not even played out, but this as a possible, whoops, let me marker on here. This could be a possible inverse head and shoulders here playing out. We could get up to this 10,000 or 10,500, come back down for retracement and continue up from there. So keep an eye on that. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI still shows, zoom in, we still have room for this push up here. As you guys know, we watched this falling channel forever, popped back above it, and then we formed this rising channel in white. We have tested the top of this numerous times. Looks like we might go up and test the top one more time. If that breaks, That's going to be really bullish, and that'll probably get us to our 10,000 or so. But looking at the 4-hour, you watched yesterday's video. These targets are still the same here. Let me go in. We'll look at the EMAs. We are getting supported on top of the 8 EMA here. We are within this rising broadening wedge. If we were to break down from here, guys, I would expect us to, we would have our first support right on this trend line here, and I'll talk about these trend lines also real quick. And I turned the music off for the morning update, but if you guys would like it back on, let me know in the comments down below, and I will turn it back on for the next video. But this would be our first point of support around the $89 to $9,000, $89.50 to $9,000 range, and worst case down here would be about 84 if we break this white trend line here coming down. I don't think so. I've been talking, but don't trade off my opinion. And oh yeah, if you guys are interested in trading, I will leave a Bybit tutorial up top. Definitely check it out. If you use my link down below, I have a Bybit tutorial or a Bybit link down below and a Prime XBT. Both of them you get a bonus for signing up and making a deposit by using my link. So check those out if you are interested in trading. Just be extremely careful and don't use crazy high leverage, and don't play with more money than you're willing to lose. We talked about it in yesterday's live stream, and it seems to be playing out. I had said we may play on this trend line right here and before we break up, and my targets of the breakup up there are 96.50 to 97.50, right in this range. And obviously we have the higher targets too. I'll talk about that in a second. Excuse me. Damn it, all right. So how I get these targets, I'll show you real quick. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and it is playing out. I know a lot of people were calling for, a retracement before that, but what we've been looking at on this channel is this as wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and now we're making wave 5. Depending on where it ends, then we can start looking for our correction. Because guys, if you're familiar with Elliott wave, although I don't like using it, but what happens, you get 5 waves here, that will end up being a bigger wave 1, and then we'll have wave 2 correction, and then continue on from there. So keep in mind, I know a lot of people are getting bullish and just thinks it's going to go parabolic all the way up. But like I had said, let me go into the 4-hour over here. Like I had said, this is what I believe to be forming here, an inverse head and shoulders, and it's definitely a possibility, guys, and we could come back down and retest this trend line down here. Could be as low as $7,400, $7,500 area, but I do believe we're going to get up into this range first. So keeping an eye on this, and these trend lines right here that we are respecting. I told you before, I drew this trend line off of these 3 touches down here, cloned it, and put it up off of this wick, and this wick. And we had talked about it, that we were going to get resistance from these and then hopefully break through and make them support. And that seems to be what's happening, guys. We were getting resistance here, broke through, came up to the next one, getting resistance here, which I believe we're going to break through. And like I said, this could get us all the way up to the 10,050 range. But my first targets are 96.50 to 97.50. I am still bullish here. I believe these are the targets we need to look for, guys. And then we'll start. Like I said, I do daily updates. Make sure you're subscribed because we will watch this and try to find out where the peak is here to start looking for a correction. Remember, we could go all the way up to the 10.5 range. That is the 1-to-1 extension on the 5th wave here. So it is definitely possible. Keep that in mind. Let's look at LITECOIN. Taking a look at LITECOIN. Whoops. Same thing, guys. We look like we are creating the 5th wave. We have not broke this high over here, which I do believe we will eventually here. We are getting supported on the top of this trend line. I want to look. Got to look at the RSI and the 4-hour. Definitely want to look at that real quick. And as you guys can see, it looks like we're making a falling wedge in the 4 hour. I do believe that that move up is going to bring us up to test the bottom of this old rising broadening wedge. That would get us up into this range, the 9650, 9700. If we break through that and head up towards the red trend line, which is the top of the rising channel, that could be up to that between 10,000 and 10,500. So keep that in mind. Back over to Litecoin. These are my targets for Litecoin. Same way, looking at this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and forming the 5th wave now. First target is 66.26. If we break that, then we're looking at the $70 to $75 range. The 66 would be right around this peak here. If that breaks, like I said, then we, obviously get even more bullish than we already are. But our EMAs here also are turning up towards the 200 EMA. Definitely bullish, guys. Let's look at the RSI. And if we look at the RSI, we had this falling channel here, which we broke out of over here, came back down, tested it for support. And if we take a close look at this rising broadening wedge, it does look like we are forming an inverse head and shoulders right here, and we're going to get this break up. So that would get us up to that at least $66 range. That is what I'm looking for. Keep in mind, there is a bearish scenario also, always, because nobody knows exactly what the market's going to do, no matter what they say. Let's go back over here. The bearish case scenario, guys, if we broke down from here, our next area of support is going to be right around the 5660. And after that, let's go into the 4 hour. That'll give us a better idea. If we go into the 4 hour, here are our supports if we break down. Obviously, we have support all the way down at the 5960 range, which would line up with the 21 EMA. And then we have the 5787, which would line up with the 55 EMA. Again, guys, this is on the 4 hour. Worst case, $55. But again, I'm bullish here. I think we're going to get our next leg up soon to at least the $66 range. So anyways, that's where I'm at. Let's look at the RSI. Same thing in the RSI here. Looks like an inverse head and shoulders forming, and I will draw it out for you. In the 4 hour, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. If we get this move up and then pop up from there. If we break the top of this trend line here, that will be the higher targets of $70 to $75. So keep that in mind, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes. And don't forget to leave your comment for your chance to win the free t-shirt on Sunday's video. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'm out.